Hey family, I was getting some messages today, and it's like when they come in, I be wanting to be like, oh, I need to record this. I need them to hear this, and then things happen, and then I'm like, okay, let me see if I can recall as much as I can because it's even at a point like right now, it feels like I'm talking underwater. So it's this horrible echo, and I'm hoping that you all can hear me just fine. There's just a need to raise our vibrations, right? Okay, in the energies, in this collective energies, there are a nice amount of you that is really moving into a nice positive direction. You're making the necessary changes that's needed. So it's like keep going, no matter how hard or how challenging it may seem, to get out of it. Trust there is a way. Your spirit guides are guiding you. They are sending you messages and showing you signs. So pay attention. Make sure you're not doing anything to lower your vibration. Okay, you have to stay on higher frequencies. That is the only way you'll be able to attract better in your life. And make sure you set those good intentions for the day. No matter how it end up going, just keep setting positive intentions. Keep speaking life and love over yourself. Okay, know that you can do it. You are confident, you are worthy, you are able. You do not have to make excuses for anyone else, and you don't have to make excuses for yourself. The time is now. Take action. Another thing is there is some of you has gifts inside of you that are ready to be activated, and you're the only one who can activate those gifts. There are a lot of us out here who can assist you and guide you and let you know, like, okay, yes, this is the way, or these are your choices that your spirit team wants you to know, so that you can know which one you need to make in order to move forward. More so than anything, you are the one who determines your happiness. You are the one who, chooses everything and make the plans. No one makes us do anything. And that was like an amazing upload that I received, because I was like, every single thing that I went through in my life, it all boils down to me. There's absolutely no finger that I could point at outside of myself, because no one forced me to make the choices and decisions I made when it came to taking certain jobs, starting certain businesses, getting connected with certain people and things like that. Those are all choices and decisions that you make. And most times when we find that imbalance, like where it's like, okay, in the beginning we see eye to eye, then things start falling off. But it's like you recognize, like I've recognized I was living a lie until I start figuring out, discovering who I am. The deeper and deeper I go, the deeper and deeper I purge and release. And so I recognize that because I wasn't raised in a place where I could have my chakras open and have my access to higher levels of consciousness, I was asleep. So I didn't have my gifts inside me activated. It's like I always knew there was something there, yet I didn't know how to reach it. The signs were always there. In all of that, I'm just saying that I was raised on a lie, so therefore I was living a lie, and I attracted lies my whole experiences. So 9 times out of 10, if you're living a life where you have to question, or you feel like you're not where you want to be, or you feel like you could be doing something else, the conditioning allowed all of those things to happen. That suppresses you and just keep you in this mode to just be like, I'm going to settle. Just like that's why so many couples cheat in relationships, because they're settling. They just like, oh, well, this is just pretty much going to be it. They are settling for how things are instead of rising above everything and being able to create your own world based off of your own vibrations and frequencies. Because it can happen. So, it was just like, wow, it was massive. And it just makes me so excited the deeper I go, because it's like when you could really own up and accept that every single thing that happened in your life had nothing to do, like up until like when you're raised, obviously you're a child. So your caregiver, the ones who birth you into the world, they are responsible for you until you are able to make your own choices and decisions. So if you do not grow up in a household that is not in alignment, that is not meditating and eating healthy, plant-based, high-vibing foods, and teaching you the importance of your chakras and financial stability and just growth and generational wealth, things of that nature, those is how you're going to live the most amazing life. If you have been born in a family that has been stuck in this slave mentality, lack, conditions, everybody talking about everybody judging everybody, somebody want this, the whole motivation is money, things like that, then you will continue to repeat cycles. You will continue to be around sickness and dis-ease and be unhappy and feel like you have to compete and feel like you're not good enough and things of that nature. So it takes a time where you have to decide, like, okay, am I going to continue to just be on this hamster wheel, or am I going to hold my own self accountable? Like, okay, it is what it is. If your parents or whoever raised you was not in those higher vibrations to be able to guide you on the path, they did the best that they can with what they had. They did the best that they can. So when you got to the point where you could be on your own independence, you're your own free thinker, making choices and decisions that, goes in alignment with you, then anything from there on, if there was any type of disagreements or things that was not in alignment with what it is that you truly desire, it all had to do with your vibration and frequency. We was born into not living our truths. We was born asleep, literally cut off from our higher level of consciousness. There was no talks of any of manifestations, law of attraction, all the universal laws, none of that. We were stripped. And they fed us poison in daycares and schools to keep us trapped. So now you have the opportunity, no matter what age you are, because another thing I had discovered, or at least this is something that I'm doing in my world, is when it comes to our ages. So I feel like you have 3 ways you could look at your ages. Say you're turning 35 this year. That's at least, that's what you think you are, is 35. If you flip that number, you're 53. And if you add those two numbers together, you're 8. So you could choose between being 8, 53, and 35, or you could kind of maneuver through them all. Have that childlike spirit and have fun, live life, be free. Have that balance of that 35-year-old to stay rooted and grounded, and have the wisdom of that 53-year-old who has been through life. Ask yourself, how do you see yourself at that age, and are you on track? Are you making the healthful decisions to get yourself there? Are you surrounded by people who are motivating and inspiring and are actually doing things, looking to collaborate, not to judge and tear other people down or think it's competition. Oh, for me, woe, it's me. So, yes, those are the messages that my spirit team wanted to get out to you, beautifuls. And, we wish you so much wholeness, so much love, so much light. And yeah, until next time.